Hey guys, so today I'm finishing off turning my grass into food. How awesome is that? So as you can see by what I've already done here, I put sugarcane mulch over the top of cardboard and put some edging. So that's going to be all patch and fruit tree area. Yeah, I'd rather be eating the food than mowing it. I'm going to sharpen these Stanley blades and see how long they last, so I don't have to buy any. How's that? I'm using my sharpener. The boxes that I'm cutting apart so I can lay a foundation over the grass, and then blanket the grass out with mulch, so I don't have to dig the grass up to make my garden. I have to just kill it off, stop the sun from getting to it, and then plant into it. Done.
Awesome. So you've done one side.
Yep.
And
finish off that end. Yeah, sharpening it works. It was blunt as a badger. I don't know why they say that. Do they even say that?
but why cardboard?
It's thick enough to shade out the sun in conjunction with the mulch. So you get a good layer that stops the sun from growing the grass, and it just dies off, and then you've got all this beautiful dead grass, more mulch, that creates an amazing life under it. And you just make a hole once you're ready, and put your plant in there, and it just goes off. You watch. I'll send another one when it's all done. This will be a forest.
Will you still get weeds?
Some, but just where you've missed the cardboard, perhaps. Otherwise, no, not really. And if you're on top of it, once a week, half an hour, low maintenance. We're only going to have this little grass for us and the doggies. The rest is food place. So here I've got sugarcane mulch, cardboard, and that's what I've just laid it on top of the grass. Can you see how it's a lighter colour? It's starting to die off. A couple of more weeks, it'll all just be mulch. That whole bit, beautiful mulchy area, ready for planting. Spring planting time. Have a look at that. It's just about ready to pop with all the flowers.
Beautiful, isn't it?
Another couple of weeks and there's going to be gorgeous pink flowers everywhere. So here we go. Nearly all there. I've covered all this area with cardboard and then sugarcane mulch, organic. I've just got to get some more cardboard from work, free, and do the same, and then I'm done. In about 6 weeks, I'll be able to plant easy. I can show you what it looks like once the grass has been shaded out real quick. Have a look here. I've just had this black board, rubber board on the ground, and you can see grass has grown up to it. But when I lift it up, look at it. That's what the whole place is going to be like. So I don't have to dig that grass out. That's what's going to happen all over this area. Awesome, eh? Easy. Don't have to do hard work. Bye, guys. Last but not least, I've just put a lavender plant in. Bees love purple. And it's over here. It's going to get about 70 centimetres tall. It's about this tall and 70 centimetres wide. And all the bees are going to come here just for that. But while they're here, they're going to find, oh no, there's more almond flowers. There's cherry flowers. There's apple flowers. And then we're going to have a productivity increase of easily 50%. Well, it's all done. The last section to be screened out and made into a veggie garden. So yeah, looking forward to growing this space. I talk in the old country language where they make everything food. Amazing, huh?
Yes.
Not, you can't eat grass.
You cannot eat the grass.
If you cow, yes, I know cow. And bull, no, I know bull.
What you meaning? No bull.
No bull. I fix this so everything feeding us.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. I put the cardboard down to stop the sun to go on the grass. The grass, she stopped growing. I do the old country language now.
Yes, we like speaking like this sometimes.
I love it. Transylvania.
That's where we're from.
I do it. This is the tricky bits. So the cardboard, they stay here. Okay, I fix. Must to take all plastic off. Is poison. Okay, it's a little bit time, but better than to dig everything up. It's hard for the back, hard for the mind. This is the easy solution from the old country. Not really. I covered all the glass, the glassy grass, with the cardboard. Take all the plastic off because this poison petrochemical, you don't want to eat plastic growing food.
No.
No. So now I put all this sugarcane mulch all over, and then I wait 4 weeks. All the grass underneath, she finish, you know.
This meaning we not be planting anything today.
I can do plant, no problem. You must, when you planting, you cut a little hole in the cardboard and the mulch. I'm going to put some blackberry. This is thornless variety, and it's just about ready to sprout as well. So it's perfect timing, end of winter. Won't get any fruit this year because it needs the first year cane. So all of these buds will have fruit next year. And this thing will grow up to, you know, a couple of meters and with hundreds of fruits. Really awesome for fresh fruit. Berries, actually. I needed a little bit extra of the mulch, so I had to go down to that big place we all go down to when we need garden stuff, and I couldn't help myself. I had to get another lavender. This is called Javelin. Yeah, it's a little bit smaller, so it'll go in the front here, and this is a native. Look how pretty that is. Isn't that amazing? Look at the flowers on that. It's gorgeous. It's purple, of course. Great colours for bees. They're going to love it, and they're going to have an awesome time here very soon when all the flowers come out.
Do you know how many different varieties of lavender there are?
Wow. Yeah, there's about 300, would you believe?
Yeah.
And from what I understand, check it out for yourself though, it's just like rosemary. So you can eat it like rosemary, use it like rosemary, put it in cakes, dry it. Obviously they make lavender oil from it as well. Isn't that crazy? Lavender's awesome. Just watering it in, settling it down, and also helps to seal so that the grass can't come through the cardboard and the mulch. Hey guys, well it's 5 months later, and you can see all of that grass has been turned into beautiful mulch. And I put trees in everywhere, and I've put zucchini. These are, by the way, these are 4 zucchini plants, and if you see get up against me, that's 4 zucchini plants. It's taken over that whole corner, so you can see how much land you sort of need for some plants. So this pergola here, I've put in because I like the shape of it and colour, but also it means you can grow things up it. Anything that's a vine, or you want to espalier something, you can use it to do that. This is last year's grape cutting, which was a cutting from the grape, this big. What is that? 12, 18 inches, stuck in the ground, bang, look at it, it's gone off, it's nearly next year, won't have grapes this year, but next year this whole pergola, maybe gazebo, I don't know, is it pergola or gazebo? It doesn't matter. This whole frame will be covered with grapes and fruit. I'll just be sitting under here in a beautiful shady spot, feeling like a god, reaching up, grabbing grapes and just eating away. Another one. I just can't wait another month or so, and then everything will be starting to be edible as peaches, and they're going to be about that big. And now what I'm doing is I mow the grass. These, look at the colours on these, huh? How awesome is that? That's nectarine, and this is the first year, and they're already giving me, what is this, 10, 12 nectarines? It's going to be great. Now, every time I mow, I just chuck the grass litter on top, right on top here. Just continues on, and give it another 6 months. This place will be an absolute forest. How about that, huh? I do a type of permaculture, so I allow the plant to drop its own seeds, and I'll cull the plants I don't want. So it'll just self-procreate wherever, and I'll just take out what I don't want. Potatoes, parsley going to seed, guava. This is a little tomato plant with growing up the other side of the, let's call it a gazebo. And look at them, they're going to be little black Russians. How awesome is that? It's going to go probably way over my head. It'll grow straight up, because tomato plants can grow quite tall. In fact, that's a very good way to grow them and get a lot more fruit out of them. And tomatoes are fruits. So yeah, this is going off. What else? We've got kale under here. We've got more. We use zucchini a lot, okay? Because we can spiralize them, slice them, whatever. They're a really good raw food. This zucchini just turned up. Like I said, permaculture style. I did not plant it. At some point it decided it's time to grow, and here it is. You can see, there we go. There's one big zucchini. I'll let it go on a bit too far. I'll probably keep it to go to seed. There's plenty others. The flowers are quite edible, by the way. They're really, really nice in salads. Yeah, I think I've got 3 or 4 popped up here, right next to that hazelnut tree, right under these 3 olive trees. Got bananas, miniature bananas. That's banana trees. I won't, you know, chances are low that I'll get bananas. I'm not really doing it for that. I actually just love the look of it. And you can see they're miniature. Normally banana trees are like this tall. So these guys are maybe get to my height, and they look pretty, and they just self-procreate. You see this is a baby. That's this year's, and that'll take over, and then these other guys will die off. And it looks awesome. Buddha's looking after it. Almond tree. That's what almonds look like before you take the skin off. You see that? That's an almond. You open that up and the almond's inside. Oh yeah, all of this stuff is just self-procreated. Nasturtium. You can eat the flowers and the leaves. They're strong flavour, so it's pretty and edible. How about that, huh? This stuff just popped up all by itself. I grabbed the seeds from the plants and just sprinkle them everywhere and let them do their thing. Plants want to live. So it can be that easy. You can complicate it, or you can give them the right foods, good soil, and it just goes off. Oranges, lemons. That's one of the only flowers that isn't edible, but it's pretty, isn't it? This other thing, it's a native. It's called pig face. I think the Aboriginals used to use it for a salt substitute. I've eaten it. It sort of does that to your mouth, you know, like it dries it up. But you know, it's edible. Pig face. Lots of salads go into seed. These were all salads. They go into seed, and then they'll drop. You can see they'll drop the seeds, and you just all through here will be like hundreds of salads pop up. Just does it. If I want it to go somewhere else, once it all dries off, pull that out, shake it all over the place, and it'll just grow wherever. Oh, rose, you say. A rose. What is that? A rose by any other name is still as sweet. It's beautiful. This is edible too. The rose petals are edible and they look awesome in salads. Not a great eat, but very pretty. Kale everywhere, more oranges, I love oranges. Figs everywhere, we've got fig trees. Procreating fig trees are very simple. Here, this new growth, say for example I want another one of these figs. This new growth, that's an eye, that's an eye, that's an eye, that's an eye. I'll cut it here, put 3 or 4 eyes underground. In winter you'll do this when there's no leaves on it. And about 2 or 3 eyes above ground. At the end of winter, autumn, spring, summer, autumn, winter, spring, it'll spring. It'll do this. This is last year's. This guy took a cutting, did what I just said, and this is it. This year it's doing this. This little fig will go off, and by next year it'll be triple, quadruple this height, probably this high, and the year after, fruit. So 2 or 3 years, fruit. That is the mother grape. I've used cuttings from this grape to grow all the other grapes we've got here. Nature is so giving, isn't it? Look at it. This one's giving us grapes this year. If you want to have a quick look, this is what grapes look like when they're flowers, and they smell very nice. They're starting. Well, these are actually more grapes than flowers now. That's what they look like there. See? That's the old flowers, and that's going to be a grape. Lots of grapes on this. You can't really see because it's all under the leaves everywhere. So we'll get really beautiful dark eating grapes. These are not wine grapes, they're eating grapes. So they're about that big. Here we go, guys. Turning this garden into a fruit forest.